Good morning. So today I want to read Escape Goat. I want to thank HarperCollins Publishing for giving us permission to read their books online. Once there was a goat who lived in a pen on a farm. He played hide and seek with the chickens on the other side of the fence. He ran in circles until he got dizzy and watched the clouds spin overhead. He slept in a soft bed of hay, which made a great snack if he got hungry late at night. Good morning, goat. Now, it was a perfectly nice life he had, but he was curious about the greater world, so he decided to escape. The goat went to see the horses and the cows. He ate the cabbage from the garden. He scratched an itch on the pig's back because the pig couldn't reach it himself. Now, Mrs. Farmer was looking at the trampled petunias in her flower bed when she noticed the goat was missing. The goats escaped, she called. Mr. Farmer, Uncle Nathan, and the three little farmer children came running. Mr. Farmer found the goat, led him back to the pen with a carrot, and shut the gate. Mrs. Farmer said the goat had ruined her petunias. Now, in fact, Andrew and Archer Farmer had been playing catch over in the flower bed. The boys let the goat take the blame. Now, the next day, the goat went swimming with some ducks in the pond, napped in the sun, and ate 4 potatoes before Uncle Nathan noticed he was gone. Goat escaped, Uncle Nathan called. When they found him, Andrew said that the goat had eaten his homework, even though he'd been looking for frogs all afternoon and hadn't done it. Mr. Farmer raised the fence, but not high enough. Now, every day the goat escaped, and every day Mr. Farmer brought him back. The goat didn't mind going back to his pen, and Mr. Farmer didn't mind making the fence higher. What Mr. Farmer did mind was all the mischief the goat caused when he was loose. The goat kicked over a bucket of paint that Miss Farmer was using to paint the barn. Now, does that look like the goat done that to you? The goat ate all the cupcakes that had been made especially for Archer's birthday party. And the goat stuck a wad of chewing gum to Mr. Farmer's chair. Wait just a minute, Mr. Farmer said. Goats don't chew gum. Escape goats do, Andrew said. Excuse me, Nicolette called, but no one stopped to listen to her. This poor goat's getting in trouble for things he didn't do. Have you ever gotten in trouble for something you didn't do? All right, so let's see what all we got going on here. Are we even fixing it where the goat can't escape? When finally the fence was too high to jump over, the goat laid down in the dirt, out of breath. That's when he realized it would be easy to scoot under the fence. From there, he rode down the grassy hill into the meadow, and then he ran back to the top and rode down again and again. It was an incredible day. Now, back at home, Uncle Nathan was making a pie and forgot to set the timer in the oven. He burned the pie, and it was so awful that he had to feed it to the pigs. And Uncle Nathan felt bad that there wasn't any pie for supper, so he said Escape Goat had eaten it. Mr. Farmer shook his head. Well, he said, we're just going to have to keep that goat tied up all day. He can't keep running around making a mess out of everything. Mr. Farmer loved that goat, but he also loved pie and peace and quiet. Excuse me, shouted Nicolette. You're punishing the goat for things he didn't do, she said. But he stole the pie, said Uncle Nathan, and spilled the paint, said Mrs. Farmer, and put gum on the chair, said Andrew, and ate the cupcakes, said Archer. And we know he didn't do all that, right? Mr. Farmer patted his daughter on the head. It was nice that she is sticking up for the goat, but the facts were the facts, and that was when Archer and Andrew started to wrestle over a ball, and Andrew accidentally stepped on Archer's toe. Archer screamed. The goat stepped on Archer's foot, Andrew said. Again, who done that? Was it the goat? the goat didn't do anything. The goat was outside with a mouthful of alfalfa. Poor goat getting the blame for everything. I burned a pie, admitted Uncle Nathan. I left the gum on the chair, confessed Andrew. I spilled the paint, said Mrs. Farmer. I ate all the cupcakes, said Archer, and they were really good. Everyone could agree that those things were not the goat's fault. So that night, when Mr. Farmer tucked the goat into his bed of hay, he didn't shut the gate behind him, because in the end, the goat always came home.